Are we really going to witness the fulfillment of the ancient dream of mankind? The image of the future interplanetary ship is sticking out. The astronauts will live and work in the living block of the spacecraft during the multi-month flight. Here the crew has control posts, cabins, a salon, a greenhouse at their disposal. The equipment installed along the ports of the residential block will become additional protection from cosmic rays. A special vehicle should lower the crew to the surface of Mars. The crew will spend a busy week in this apparatus. This is the main week of the whole expedition. The ship must have an apparatus for returning the crew to Earth and, of course, a powerful nuclear propulsion system for interplanetary flight. The residential block is put into orbit first. Then one rocket delivers a vehicle to return to Earth and a vehicle to land on Mars. Docking is provided by a special hinged compartment with tanks and engines, which is discarded after completing its task. Fuel tanks for propulsion systems are alternately connected to the residential unit. The fuel, or rather the working fluid, is the molten metal lithium. And the last launches are two nuclear electric propulsion systems. They will work simultaneously, but even one of the installations can provide, if necessary, the crew's return to Earth at any stage of the flight. After assembly, the propulsion systems move apart, increasing the area of radiators that emit excess reactor heat. The peculiarity of a nuclear electric jet engine is a relatively low thrust. Therefore, before the ship breaks the required speed, it will move away from the Earth in a slowly unwinding spiral for 3 months. The ship will be freed from Earth's gravity and begin its flight around the Sun, heading towards Mars. After approaching the planet, the ship will approach its surface in a twisting spiral. Landing the entire spacecraft on Mars would require huge additional costs, so a relatively small spacecraft with 2 astronauts will descend to the surface. The propulsion system of the lander will provide it with a soft landing on the ground. The landing place is determined by Zara, the most interesting part of the planet with mysterious features discovered with the help of automata that have already visited Mars. A lot of interesting things can wait for us on Mars. For example, the valleys of ancient rivers. It is here that some biological forms are most likely to be found. It is very important to take soil samples at various depths from the surface. After 7 days of exploration of Mars, the crew will return to the interplanetary ship on a takeoff rocket. The way back to Earth is ahead.